And then they had a people reporting you all at the goddamn same time. And then tell you must have got molested as a kid. And that you was the one that was keeping quiet in your past life. Put all kind of jackets on you. all while insulting you, all while being colorist, prejudice. And antagonistic at the same time, all while doing the same goddamn thing. Princess, tell me where I'm wrong. I watched them do it in court, in Bella Court Sunday. I watched them tell somebody that the reason why this happened was because somebody was dark skinned. Complexion ain't never come up one time, and somehow it was because somebody was dark skinned. What? Where the fuck what happened? Ableist too. Shit, they told me I was chocolate. And I accepted it. Will tell you they warriors and then play victim at the same goddamn time. They will be like, we are warriors, but you attack me. Like, I don't understand that shit. Well, not chocolate. They didn't call me chocolate because they said we are not food. They did not call me chocolate. They called me dark skin. They did not call me chocolate because they said that they did not call me chocolate because they said that we are not food. They call me dark skinned. Dark skinned. And then I never insulted neither one of their ass. Then proceeded to have a whole live talking about me. The people, the young generation, King Boston. And y'all know I love my youth. I love the young generation. I love them. I love them. But the young generation on this app, I can't stand them. Probably. I am short, Spike. I love the youth. But the youth on this app, I can't stand them. You have been had a conversation with them and they'll be like, are you saying this because I'm a black woman? See, it's funny. The young generation recognizes, hold on. When you say young, I guess under 30. I hate it too, King Boston, because I would love for us to have a conversation. The young generation recognizes labels. The young generation misuses them. Matter of fact, the young generation overuses labels. Remove them motherfuckers, please. You mean label? The young generation uses the motherfucking labels to death. What are you talking about? Y'all know an OCD person that labels everything. Everything got a label on it. You ever been to a person's house that's OCD and everything got a label on it? Like everything is labeled, and it's cute at first because they're so organized, but then they put a label on you. That's the young generation on this app. They stick to, you think it's so great. It's like, oh my gosh, everything is labeled. They're so organized. And then they put one on your fucking forehead and you be like, hold on, bitch. Hold on, bitch. You're not about to label me. Hold on, bitch. Take this bitch off. Take this shit off my motherfucking forehead. What the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Take it off now. Take it off now. They don't come over here. They don't come over here. Everything is an ism. They don't come over here. And I'm so glad they don't. They don't like me. Label blaming. Brass is gonna eat you up, T. I like you, but I love Brass. Brass done already ate me up. You think I'm scared of... Why do y'all think I'm scared of somebody eating me up? I done been chewed up, spit out, and I still stand here. I still stand here like a beautiful flower. I don't know why do y'all think I'm scared of a motherfucker eating me up. I'm a grown ass woman. What is wrong with y'all? Do you know how many times motherfuckers done ate me on this app? I love to get ate. It feels good. I open my legs wide and I put my eyes back and roll them. Fuck y'all think I care about somebody eating me? You can't eat me. I'm grown. The fuck? They're gonna get you, T. Ooh, I'm scared. What's wrong with y'all? Who afraid of the big bad wolf? Y'all hear my rap? Big bad wolf, you a big bad lie. I'm the goddamn wall, you the motherfucking fly. I'm not scared of nobody on this app. I ain't said nobody wasn't educated. That's the part y'all not getting. I ain't saying nobody ain't educated. I just said these young girls are very smart. These young kids are very smart. They're very articulate. They're awesome. But here's the issue. Both older people and younger people, you still have to be able to listen. And you still got to be open to learn. We all do. You cannot make somebody feel bad because they don't know. Older and younger. If a person don't know, you can't tell somebody, well, at your big age, I can't believe you don't know this. Sometimes you don't know. You can't tell somebody at your young age, I can't believe you don't know this. Sometimes you don't know. You can't make people feel bad because they don't know something. Is there a problem with you? I'm so glad you just came here. No, there's not a problem with the younger crew. There's a problem with somebody trying to make a divide. Today, there was the day before yesterday, Nosy made a statement that there should be a big mesh between the younger crew and Messy TikTok. And there should be a fight between the two. And I said, why does there have to be a fight between the younger crew and the older people? Why is people trying to make them fight? And I said, it wouldn't even be a match. Hey, Ray, what's the match? Because at the end of the day, the younger crew ain't going to do nothing but guilt trip the older crew into saying, at your big age, you don't know this. The older crew going to tell the younger crew, y'all don't know nothing. No, Javon, a lot of y'all are stuck in them too. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, Javon. Let's be honest. When I spoke up against a white woman, I got attacked by older black people. Okay, so Javon, let's be honest about that. Let's talk about that. When you spoke up against a white woman, Why do you feel like that white woman wasn't able to speak up on that situation? Let's talk about that. Let's do that part. Why do you feel like because that woman was white that she wasn't able to say what she said? What was the problem with her saying that? What was wrong with what she said? Because she did not say black women were low level. She said that black woman was low level. Hey, Alicia. You could come up if you want to. You want to come up?
Good afternoon. So I just want to say this real quick, and I got to head back into work because I'm coming off from lunch. The reason why I spoke on what I said on Ms. Dama's panel was the fact that she. So this is my thing. This is where I come from. I can't speak. I'm not a spokesperson for Gen Z. I speak from my own mindset, my own opinion, the things that I said, what I did. Respectfully for her, she's white tea, right? What is not being focused on what I said in the clip was what you can do as a white woman, and then I was cut off by her. So what I was about to do was give her knowledge and information of what she could do for white women who date black men. Because a lot of white women, what they do is they date outside, they date non-white tea people, and they don't understand the culture or the context surrounding around the people within their own racial community. So when I was cut off, she came at me. So she directed her attention from off of the black woman who we were speaking to onto me.
What she say to you,
Then
Javon? What she say to
she
you?
said in the audio that she couldn't believe that I would even say that to her. So what I said to her was as a white woman, and then she said I can't believe that you would even say that. Do you not hear what this black woman is saying? I said, we've been up here. We've been up here the whole time while On Purpose was on the live, and we were speaking to her. Same man I was speaking to you, TeaTyme is the same man I was speaking to On Purpose on the panel.
I
And then
heard
as
it.
she's dropping as she dropped from the panel, she said, oh, this must be a racist panel. I wasn't
Right.
telling her to leave. I didn't tell her to get out. I didn't say because you're white, you're not welcomed here. I didn't say all that. All I said
Right.
was as a white woman, because they don't do a good enough job in correcting the racism in their own community. Why would I expect for her to even check that? And then as I've stated from my own anecdotal experience and the things that I've also stated from my own knowledge and education that I've done for myself, a lot of times white people, they don't come with good intentions. And so when they see us arguing or they see us doing things that are harmful to each other, they like to tag in and come in. But that shouldn't be the case. Now, like I said, like if you do something or if I do something, I'm expecting another black person to come in and check me. Like if I say something really anti-black, if I say that single black mothers are the reason why our community is in ruins, I'm like, why would I do that? But just if it came out of my mouth, I'm expecting black women or a black man to check me. Would never expect for a white woman to come and say that's anti. And I could speak on this because I've been with a black man for 10 years. I've been with a black man for 20 years. I don't care how long you've been with a black man. You don't live the black experience. There's a difference between being married to somebody who's black and then living the actual black experience being within the black community. And I felt like she shouldn't have did that. And I stand on what I said on the panel. And people.
I agree in some aspects that white
Mhm.
people don't have no place in speaking on certain things. I agree with that. In that situation, I believe it was appropriate. In that particular situation, I believe it was appropriate for her to speak because it was a dialogue that everybody was having, right? I believe that woman was out of line. She was inappropriate. And I believe that she was low level. I don't think that if I could see if the woman was saying any black woman that think like this is low level, she was speaking to her directly as a person. right? And then she would to think like that. It's a low level mindset, right? Like somebody said, it was a woman to woman conversation. I believe that. Now, some things I don't think that they have the right to speak on when it comes to us, our community, and even over here, I tell them, "No, this ain't your fight. You gonna have to move out. You gonna have to move out the way." That situation in itself, I believe what she was saying was appropriate for that, because that's just my opinion, right? I think there's some things that people can speak on, and we shouldn't always have to make it as a race thing or a black white thing, purple blue yellow. It's right is right, wrong is wrong. That's just how I feel. Don't mean that what I'm saying is right. I think it's a matter of perception.
So so what I'll say to that is I feel like a lot of times, and I know, like, for my group, right, for us, I've been in debate talk since 2021. And before TikTok, I was debating in real life. I was having these very important conversations in person. And so when I would have these conversations in person, it would be a very tense conversation. Tense to the point where some of us would leave a room. Like, that's how tense these conversations would get. I feel, from my standpoint, a lot of times with white people, I don't hate white people. Like, that's another narrative that was going around, that I hate white people from that interaction. A lot of people are not familiar with me and what I've done. I've lost 2 pages on TikTok, got mass reported, all that. Right, this is my third. Well, this is my 5th page. My 3rd page is on Banana, but I've been doing this for a minute. So a lot of people in Messy Talk are not aware of my work on TikTok and what I've done and the spaces that I've been in for almost 4 years now. I'm trying to get people who are older to understand is, while these conversations is something that y'all don't have every day, race is a very important conversation that we have to have, especially if we are as black people. A lot of us are aware of the things that are happening to us on a day-to-day basis. I feel like we don't take these kinds of situations seriously, right? Like the white woman, she kind of faded into the background and just vanished. And so then it was.
I agree with that, but let me say this: just because you guys don't see us having these conversations every day, don't mean we don't have them. I've had these conversations on and off the app too. Before I came on this side of TikTok, I've had these as topics. I used to nanny 3 black boys that was raised by a white woman. We've had these conversations. I used to have these conversations with my girlfriends all the time. I've had these conversations at work with other people all the time. I've talked about, we do talk about these things. And I think y'all think that because we don't have these as topics on a daily basis, that we don't talk about this shit. We do talk about this shit. In real life, we talk about this shit. I've argued with my girls. Like, we've had toe-to-toe fights about this shit. My friends don't agree with me, just like y'all. I'll be with y'all. My friends don't agree with everything I say because I have a different outlook on life as like y'all be thinking that shit, like, just on this app. My friends be mad at me because I have a different way of looking at things, right? I just have a different way of looking at things. But it don't mean we gotta hate each other, or it doesn't mean I'm a bad person or you a bad person. We just have different perspectives of things.
Yeah, no, like I feel like, like I said, and I told Miss Diamond, so, like, I have nothing against her. Like, it's her panel. People were making assumptions that I was trying to control her panel, control her in her space. I don't do that. If I enter into your room, her room, if I go into Gentie's live, if I go into Brad's space, I don't tell nobody what to do. The only thing that I do from my perspective is ensure that y'all are safe. I don't care about nothing else. I see black people holding a space. I know how TikTok treats us. I know how TikTok get down when it comes to our platform. My people come first. I could walk and chew bubblegum, obviously, and worry about other communities as I can, because I've been doing it for a long time. But my people come first.
But is there such thing as a balance, though, Javon? Like,
it could be.
I've had white people that have cared about me more than my own people, but I've also stood up to white people. I walked out of my job because they were ostracizing black kids. I left my job for that. You know what I'm saying? So I fought against the white people, but I've also had white people that's fought against their own people for me. So is
Right.
there such thing as a balance where all of them are not bad? All of them are not out to hurt us or out to demean us, or the same thing I feel about black men, right? I think that can we look at them as circumstances or situational things and not look at them as a whole dynamic?
Can I say something real quick, Javon?
Go ahead, Frankie.
All right. Um, hey, T, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I love your hat. You look cute today. You look very beautiful.
It's Throwback Tuesday for me. But go ahead. You do.
Oh, okay. It's not that, just to piggyback off of what Javon was saying in regards to, there are just certain conversation that YT people are just not privy to. It's not saying that we think that, like he has a hate towards all YT people. That's not what it is. It's just that, hey, when in that situation, when it came to that YT woman getting up in the morning show's box, it was, ma'am, this is not your place. You have no right to come up and tell black women, you have no right to tell this black woman about her experience with black men. Like, just because you date black men.
He didn't tell her experience with black men.
She came up there and called that woman low, like lowest
she
low.
She was low, though, Frankie.
Okay, but that's on us to talk about that. We could check that. And there was black people in the box checking that. We don't need their help on that.
That's why I disagree, but I get what you're saying, but that's why I disagree. I don't think that.
I know.
I don't think that, and like I said, I don't think that it was a black-white thing. I think it was one woman saying to another woman, like, how can you, as a black woman that's raising a son, say that black men say these heinous things about your own kind? Like, I don't see how anybody, I don't care if they're purple, can think what that woman said was appropriate, or think that she can be looked at as anything. Like I don't give a fuck if they was green. I think anybody listening to what that black woman was saying about her own people and raising a black son, I think anybody would have felt the same way about what was coming out of her mouth.
But you already had Javon and Alex. They was up there checking it. They was talking to her and educating her on her anti-black
statements.
statements.
Why?
So they were already checking that.
But Frankie, let me tell you why she was able to do it. Because the lady, on purpose, she was dating a white man and a black man. She was using both of them. She was using a black man for his penis, and she was using a white man for his finances. So that woman had every right to say what she needed to say, because both of them is in the same dynamic.
But she get up there and she tell her about her experience.
I disagree.
With the
Can I
white
speak?
Man.
Can I finish what I was saying? Because
you don't check her about no experience with a black man.
Sorry, Frankie. I just want to finish it.
Okay, listen. I gotta use the bathroom real quick, y'all. Don't let it get out of hand when I walk away.
Okay, go ahead. I ain't fussing. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I was going to answer the question, and then I'm gonna drop to the comment section. So, Ms. Button, respectfully, I get, and I told the same thing. On Ms. Diamond's panel. I get that you're with a black man. I understand that you're in an interracial relationship. Whatever the case may be, I really don't care about that. What I care about is about being a black people. Now, if her black boyfriend came on the phone and said something, then I wouldn't have said anything, because he's commenting on, from his standpoint, what she's saying. She was speaking on her experience within the dating scene. She don't speak for all she don't speak for a black woman, because black women are not a monolith, right? Everybody has their own experiences when it comes to the dating scene. And everything that was coming out of her mouth was stereotypes that was placed upon black men from racist white people. So when she said that, and then proceeded to tokenize her black boyfriend, whoever he is, to her in the relationship, that's what it was. It was tokenization. That's like if people within the disability communities having a conversation about how they live life within being disabled, and I come in and I speak. And I said, well, I'm an able-bodied person who dates someone who was a disability, tokenizing my partner. And that happens a lot in interracial relationships. They end up tokenizing individuals in different communities, whether racial, ethnic, whatever nationality, sexual orientation, whatever the case may be. Now, like I said, I didn't attack this white woman. For now, today is Tuesday. Tomorrow was Wednesday. 1 week, this conversation has been going on for a whole week. People have been going on a whole tour.
Yeah, this wasn't what the live was about, though. But go ahead.
Yeah. So Bryson has been on a tour about me, about Alex, about Source, etc. We've been attacked. We attacked this white woman. We came at this white woman. We hate white people. Whatever the case may be. That's not the case. I said what I said on the panel.
What?
Alex said what she said. We all said what we said, and I stand on that.
But
That's how she feels.
And it shouldn't have turned that way, because I think for the most part she was talking on her character more than anything, instead of a racist type thing. It was her character more than anything. You might be right, but at the same time, I'm looking at the whole picture. She was checking her on her character more than anything. But y'all have a good day.
I'm gonna drop as well. Thank you for having me.
So, okay, the purpose of this live was because, let me say this. We can go into the white-black thing. Was because, like I said, I was in a live with Nosy. I was watching Nosy live. And she was talking about the younger Javon, Sauce, Alex, Bratz. Javon, Sauce, Alex, Bratz. Who else was it, y'all?
Mm-hmm. Was it Sky?
Sky.
Okay. Yeah.
That side of TikTok versus us. And to me, it sounded like it was like an instigation of us versus them, right? And was saying how they need to come pile on us, and it's a war that needs to happen between us. And I feel like it ain't no war. It ain't possible, right? It ain't shit they could do to us, and it really ain't shit we could do to them, right? I don't feel like there should be a war incited either, because at the end of the day, what it is, Nosy said it the other day. Do y'all remember? It was 2 days ago. Do y'all don't remember that live?
I didn't see it.
Who was in the live?
I didn't see all of it, but I do remember her live.
She did. She was like messy talk versus debate talk. She did.
Okay, yeah. I mean, this conversation has come about before, so it ain't like it's not a conversation that has, that a topic that has been brought up.
Yeah, I'm not lying. What
and I don't think you're lying at all, T. She
didn't say war, but in so many. Okay, let me put it like this. She didn't say the word war. She said it was going to merge, and it was going to be. They were going to start to in so many words, it was war. God damn it! You ain't got to say the word to insinuate something gonna happen. God damn it! Shit. Hey, motherfucker, I'm gonna be cut and dry with it, motherfucker. It wasn't come together. It wasn't merge. It was we gonna fight, motherfucker. So let's stop playing, okay? Like, let's stop playing this goddamn semantic shit. You're like, quit playing. Cause after that, Genty made a live about he was the Genty went live, and he went ahead and like, I'm finna go ahead and kick this shit off, cause somebody had said in the comments that Genty created Messy TikTok, which he can have it, cause I don't really want to be a part of Messy TikTok. He was like, he the orchestrator of it, right? So let's just be real, and it's okay, because it's a good idea that let's have this conversation, right? Let's have a talk about it. Right, Genty, because I used to call that side of TikTok the dark side of TikTok. I never wanted to be a part of that side of TikTok, and now I realize we are a fucking part of the dark side of TikTok now. This doxing and all this shit going on is fucking ridiculous. I don't want to be a part of it anymore. And I'm definitely not finna fight kids. I'm not finna fight these young kids. I'm not doing it.
Okay. Do you think that that's where it becomes disrespectful? Because, okay, these are adults.
I know I'm all through Messy TikTok, but I don't want to be a part of it anymore.
Like, these are adults. Like Sky, Javon, Alex, Shar, Sauce, all Bratz. Those are adults. Like,
okay, I'm sorry, they not kids.
Women have kids.
They not
like,
kids.
They have kids of their
They're
own.
not kids. The younger
generation.
They not kids.
Okay.
They call us old folk.
Well,
So now we wrong for calling them kids and they call us old folks. Listen, don't fucking correct me when they call us old folk, goddamn it.
Old folks is still adults, though. They're not
I don't give a fuck. So young folk is still kids to me, goddamn it. You call me old folks, I'ma call you kids.
We can't.
The fuck?
See, we can't call them kids, though.
Well, don't call me old folk. Shit, the fuck, y'all don't monitor what the fuck I'm saying. If y'all, the
I'm a
fuck.
Gen Xer.
If you under the age of 30,
I'm not meaning no harm by it. Shit, when a young boy try to holler at me and he 30, 29, he be like, "Can I get your number?" I be like, "Boy, you a baby." I'm not saying it to be rude, but when a young boy holler at me, I literally be like, "Boy, you a baby. I ain't talking to you."
If we old, then they kids. That's that. Put some respect on it.
I do. That's what I do. I'm not being rude. That's just how I talk. If these young dudes be like, "Let me get your number," I be like, "Baby, baby, you my daughter age. I'm cool, baby."
I think what it is, I don't think that it has to be an argument. I think that we should come together with them and hear them out because they are really educated on a lot of things that we don't know, and we have to go into these. We have to go into these conversations with open minds and to understand and to, I think that sometimes like we just need to take like, hey, you know what, we're the older people here, and we could take a little bit more jabs, but they are educating us on topics that we don't know about.
I agree with that.
And
I agree with that. Like you see this right there where it say old miserable motherfuckers right there. Old miserable, yes, and you better wait, you better hope you get to my age. And still look this good. But listen, I don't have nothing against young kids. Younger. It's not until this app that I done seen some disrespectful motherfuckers. I fight for the youth. I fight for the younger generation. Always have. It wasn't until I got to this side of TikTok where I seen the most disrespectful ones. And they're not the teenagers or whatever. They usually they 27, 28, 29, 30. And they're with the isms. Hey, they always labeling and all that shit. But then when somebody say something back, they be like, I'm only 23 and look how your old ass is talking, baby. My mom always said, you act grown, you grown. Don't fucking throw your age in it now. Mm-hmm. Like if you gonna have a conversation, don't then be like, I'm younger than you when it's time to have a conversation. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Don't throw your age in it now when we going toe to toe. Bitch, if you grown, you grown. You get what I'm saying? Like, why you gonna wait until now we having a conversation and you feel like I'm winning this, and then be like, well, I'm younger than you. I don't give a fuck if you a baby right now. We talking. Yeah.
That's your favorite thing. You too old to be saying this. You too old to be up on this app.
Right. And I speak for the youth. I've always spoke for the youth. Anybody that know me from the time I started this app, I have always spoke for the youth. I've always said you got to give respect to get respect from these younger generation. I've always said that. Always. But you're not finna get mad and then ask me to, try to throw my age in it when you mad because you ain't winning no damn argument. Or you not finna bully me and call me a motherfucking colorist. You know what I'm saying? Or no, you're not finna call me no victim blamer every time it's convenient. Or you're not finna call me homophobic every time it's convenient. You're not finna label me just because I done hurt your feelings or I done said something you don't like. I'm not with that shit.
But T, why take it as that they're labeling you instead of educating you on the wrong that you said?
Fuck that.
Because look at it like this. Okay, if you don't know what homophobia is and somebody's telling you what you said is homophobic, why not just be open to the knowledge that you were just given?
Frankie, let me tell you something. Just like y'all want respect, don't come over and be like, I can't believe at your old age you don't understand. Now I'm not receiving that shit.
Right. T.
You not finna disrespect me and educate me at the same motherfucking time. I am an educator. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know everything. But I am not as an educator gonna go to no kid and be like, I can't believe you don't know this, Johnny. Johnny, I can't believe at your big age you don't know this yet. You don't know your sight words yet, Johnny. Why is your mom doing your homework with you? I can't believe you haven't figured that word out yet, Johnny. I'm not going to do that. And then expect Johnny to receive it and register it. Why would I do that?
The
Why?
thing,
And then think he gonna get it? He's not.
right.
I get what you said though, but
Oh no, you Alexandria, you ain't the only one. You one of them, but you
I
ain't
get
the
what
only
you
one,
saying,
Alexandria.
But we used to think the same thing about our parents though. You got to keep it.
Right,
above.
so if
We
you
didn't say it
receive
out
that,
loud.
I got it.
We
If you
didn't say
used to
it out
think that about
loud.
your parents, why then start doing it yourself?
Okay, but if you
Exactly. It's
think
not a
about it,
good
you
way to
can't just chop
communicate.
it up
Don't
to
communicate
age.
like
Like,
that.
okay, like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Like they on some. To be
What I'm
honest with
saying
you,
is y'all are
I
the
don't beef with
future.
them.
What I'm saying is y'all are the future. So why start doing it now? Again, everything that I hated about what I saw the older generation doing, I don't do that. I became a teacher because what I saw the educational system lacked. So why would I then do what I saw that was lacking in the education system? It doesn't make sense.
But T, if you're getting
Why would I
upset
become
because they,
exactly what disgusted me?
but if you're getting upset because they educated you on something that you said wrong, you are with exactly what our parents did.
But the
What
thing
is
Because
it?
about
we
No,
didn't have, we didn't.
It's not
I
just
don't
like
think
y'all say. It's
the
not the
delivery
what,
of
it's the how. It's the delivery.
so-called education. It's not that you're
Okay.
being educated. It's the
At our
delivery
age,
of the so-called
young ages,
education.
we never got the chance.
It's the delivery, Frankie.
Okay,
That's
so
what
you guys
she's
are upset
saying.
with the
She's not
delivery.
saying.
I'm not upset
Okay.
with shit. I'm just not gonna receive
She's
that
Okay, so
shit.
saying
y'all don't
that
want the
if you're gonna educate somebody or call it education, then you can't. Then you have to be mindful of how you approach it. And if you're diminishing someone while trying to educate them because they don't know something, you can't make them feel bad about knowing it because you lose that person instantly. But not every Gen Xer are the same. Some of us are educated on these facts, and maybe not on everything, but a lot of things. And some of the stuff that y'all call homophobic isn't homophobic.
Right.
Some of y'all call xenophobic is not xenophobia. Some of the stuff that y'all call colorism isn't colorism.
Yep.
Just because
It's just they use it to, and people use it to their advantage.
Use it
Can
at
you
this
give an
point.
example?
So somebody,
Yep.
so you can pigeonhole every word that comes out of a person's mouth, and that's not going to be okay.
Right.
Like no, some of
Give
the
an
stuff you
example
guys are
because
adding on to
I
just
done
because
heard-
it offends you.
and
I
I
done
think
heard
also
people
hold on,
that
can I
are
say
in the
something, Frank?
community
Frank,
be homophobic on this app.
Frank, can I say
Like-
something? And like with the homophobic thing, you guys change definitions all the time.
Y'all
of what
tap
you
the
say.
screen. We should be at 100K by now,
So,
y'all.
so say for instance, if I was called homophobic because I said I would never date a bisexual woman, that's homophobic because you won't why? Because I'm not into that.
That's your decision.
So
Yep.
that I'm called homophobic. So you guys, that's another thing. You say you educate us, but one day you'll say this, and then 2 weeks later you'll say this. So it's like, so which one is it?
They use it
Is
to
that
it's
all
the
you
same.
said?
Okay, let me help you out, Frankie. It's white woman's tears. It's the same thing as that
I
y'all
got
say
something
is
to say
white
about that
woman's
white
tears.
woman, though.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's the same thing that y'all call white woman's tears. Y'all do the same shit. Y'all use certain phobias, certain isms, just the way that white women use their goddamn tears. It's the same thing. To when you want to, you use them to the advantage to win an argument, to win a debate, to try to. That's when it comes out, and it's like, come on, man, with this shit, and that is just what it is.
She is exactly right. I sit back and I listen, and it's like my son is 24 years old. My son is transgender. I can have a conversation with my son that is transgender, which I'm still learning. So sometimes I may say something incorrect.
Hold on, Rose.
And
Hold on, Rose. You just gotta hold on one second. Somebody said if you actually listen, I can literally call 10 teenagers from ages 17 all the way up to ages 25, from teenagers all the way up to 25, and they can all tell you I listen to them. They're gonna always they can all tell you I'm the one that they can talk to.
But T,
I could call 10. Excuse me. I could call 10 of them, and they gonna tell you I'm not the one that y'all think I am on this app. Again, it's the bullshit that y'all spit out to make somebody believe, oh, she's this, she's that. Nah, that's what y'all tell yourselves to make yourself believe that bullshit. Nah, I could call a whole bunch of them. Y'all just saw when I was at the restaurant, the little girl said you used to counsel me. So y'all can play that game if you want to. I'm the one that defends the kids. I'm the one that will fight the other teachers that bullied the kids. Y'all can play that game if y'all want to, but you won't be able to do it with me. But go ahead, y'all.
I was saying that my son is
all gay
transgender.
people
And,
are not
hold on one
a
second. Hold
monolith.
on one second. Hold on one second. My son is
Be
transgender, and my
homophobic.
son is just now. I'm still learning stuff. But my son's partner, it's like my son will say, "You can ask whatever. If you have questions, you can ask." Well, if I ask questions, my son is open to it, but my son's partner can flip it around on us, make us feel like we said something wrong when we're just still trying to learn. And the same thing, I noticed that when the conversations of like the colorists and different things come up, I think, well, dang, at first I was listening to the person, I was supporting what the person said. But then when they start throwing those jabs, y'all old, or you're only saying this because of my skin tone, it flips the whole everything. And
It
in the
comes
end,
out of
it
left
turns into they want to
field.
cry. Yes, exactly.
It's like,
Yes,
where did that come from? We wasn't even talking about that. How did you get there? And somebody said that
yes.
don't mean you still can't be homophobic. Where the hell did that come from? Nobody said nothing about being homophobic. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just said I can call these kids and talk, and that what I mean by that, because somebody said that means you don't listen. Like, that y'all don't listen. Where the fuck did homophobic come from? Who the fuck said somebody was homophobic? That's what I'm saying. Y'all be throwing shit out of left field.